up, fellow collectors? P-Rock's back again for another review, and today we're going to take a look at one of the new Holothon figures that came out recently. This is the Eastman Layers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures Dreadmon from the Archie comics, Archie series. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys from the beginning. I've never read or even looked at this version of the Ninja Turtles in Archie comics. I'm not an Archie fan at all. I mean, I know some of the characters like Jugs, I guess, right? The guy who's always eating burgers and stuff like that. They got that chicken there. But I don't know. Archie to me wasn't something I just never got my attention. So I never read the comics. So I'm not too 100% sure. I remember this character right here or actually seen this character before. But being a Turtle fan, and this is part of the Holothon, I had to grab anything turtle that I saw that either looked cool to me, or I remember, or I just wanted basically. So I really wanted Man Ray. I couldn't find Man Ray. I do got Slash already. Jaguar was a so-so, but I couldn't find either one. And Dreadmon was there, so I had to pick up this one to give it a try and to have the line because I want to support this line because it's going to give us characters that the other turtle lines may not give us, and I'm always down for that. The more turtles, the better. All right, let's get this review started. Dale.
Tequila.
So let's go ahead and look at this unique boxing before we get the figure out the box. And I do like the fact that Neca did go this route where they basically, it looks like a comic book cover. It has the issue number. And this is basically issue number 3. This is basically the third figure in this line. Neca Adventure. Got the Nickelodeon there too. You got the little comic book art style there. You got the way he looked in the comic in the Archie comics. I did look at that real quick. Nice cool picture of him right here. Eastman Layers. Another picture of Dreadmon there. In the back, you get some cool poses of the figure and some of the accessories he does come with. So I'm guessing this dude eats a lot of bananas and food and stuff. So it'll be cool. Probably do a final pose with him and Toko and Razor and have everybody eating and everything. So do got Slash. I want Man Ray. I'll pick up Jaguar if I see him, you know, not in a rush or out the way. And then you get the picture there. Right here in the bottom, you do get all the legal information, all the people who were involved in the figure. And then right in the top, you do get the nice Nickelodeon and then Ninja Turtles Adventures. All right, let's go ahead and get Dreadmon out the box. Now, once you get the figure out of the box, you do get this other pretty cool art style in the background. And this would be pretty cool to have like in a bookshelf. You have your turtles displayed in the bookshelf. Just throws in the back. So that looks pretty cool. Get the box out the way. Then once you get the box out the way, you have the figure with 2 clamshells. And this I did not see because I couldn't see it through the window. But I do like the accessories it does come with. Because if you look here, the bottom clamshell comes with the tombstone. And that I didn't know he comes with. That's pretty cool. And then you got, what's this, articulated, or some eyes. You got some eyes right there, some hands. And then, of course, you get the figure with more accessories right here. All right, let's go ahead and get him and all the accessories out. So we're going to take a close look and fine detail and everything he does come with in the package. All right, so like I said before, do not know much about this character. I know he's a Jackal. I know he's part of the, was it Mutimals? So he's a good guy, I do know that. But don't know much about him. So let's go ahead and take a look at Dreadmon. So one thing I do want to say is, like I said, I don't know much about the character, but I do enjoy the way he looks. Like, this is definitely a different take on a Ninja Turtle figure. So pretty plain in the suit, but just the head sculpt, like the hair, the little skulls and the dreads right there, the skulls right here, the one earring, looks good. It looks pretty cool to me. I like the way the hair across the body looks. The little patches of fur right here. The spots all over him. Do wish he didn't come with a dress on or a skirt, whatever you would call this right here. This is I kind of wish he had like a better suit. But like I said, never really read the comic too much. So don't know much about the character. But he looks good, man. He looks real detailed for like a comic book character. I like the way the hair. I wish this hair, I kind of like, since the fact that the head doesn't really move. It doesn't feel like the head moves. Oh man, I'll tell you, mine's. I can kind of see a joint right there. And you can see it's kind of going the wrong way. This might be a typical Neca thing. So I'm hoping that's not going to be an issue. Because it looks like the head is going down. But it's only going down an angle. But with that in mind, I kind of wish the hair was more flat on the back. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at the articulation. And let's see if this has the tight Neca joints. Alright, so the arms can go pretty far up. He could do somewhat of a T-pose. You do have swivel here at the shoulder and at the bicep, but mine is pretty tight. So definitely going to heat that up with some water. Man, Neca, man, you guys are going to run up my water bill with these figures. All right, so look at that. You can see some paint there at the waist. When I'm trying to bend the waist, you can see some of the paint dried on there. So this type of thing, like I said, Neca does good things, but they're QC, man. I feel like they just like rush them out. Anyways, let's go back to the arms. So the arms can swivel. You can twist it there. And let's see what kind of bend he has at the elbow. All right, so you get single bend at the elbow. Not bad. I wish he did have some more bend, but like I said, don't know the character, so I'm not sure. I know he has like super speed, so he's probably gonna be running, so I wish he bended a little bit more. My wrist joints are pretty tight there. I might probably heat that up also. And let's see. So we get it the bend there at the elbow. We get swivel. Let's see at the waist. We get twist at the waist. I'm sorry, twist at the waist. And now that I move that joint, now I feel like real loose now. None of that paint kind of just was holding it in place. But you do get twist at the waist. You do get no back bend and a little bit of ab crunch. Just a little bit forward. The legs can go. He could do a split. Let's see how far forward the feet and legs can go. So you can go forward. You can do a split sideways. The knees, you do get double bend the knees. Mine is just stiff up here, so I'm going to use the water treatment for that to make that joint loose. But you do get double bend the knees, which is good. Guess you could kind of get like a running pose. All right, and then let's see. Do you get swivel? You get twist at the upper thigh. One thing I can see already is hopefully these feet pegs or joints are stiff, because the fact that he stands on these, I can see that being an issue. I have some of my Predator figures have issues standing on their toes, all the weight on that joint right there. So a lot of times I have them, they start off this way, but then by that time they're posed, they're like flat-footed. So I'm hoping there's not gonna be an issue with them. But you do get bend right there at the ankle, the leg right there. You get up bend that way, so it can go pretty far up. The feet can go. I wasn't sure if this is like an ankle or is like a animal part. So feet can go, toes can go very down and good far up. Let's see, the tail can articulate also. So the tail moves around sideways. Mine feels pretty loose. Doesn't go up and down much, but you can move it sideways. And it goes in and out a little bit. And that's pretty much what the articulation for him. So let's go ahead and look at the accessories. So now, this is a fruit cup. Now, I'm not sure what kind of fruit these are right here. It looks like intestines, like human intestines, maybe some kind of pig intestines or some kind of intestines in there. You could definitely tell the fruits out, but I'm not sure what these are. And if they are intestines, that's pretty cool. A little twist, a little cannibalism right there. And then you have the bananas. You have one open already, and that looks pretty cool. The way they look at it, like the detail on that banana, it actually looks like a banana. So that's pretty cool. The peels are good. It's a soft plastic, so it won't break. And then you get the banana unpeeled. Like you see, paint wore off on me right there already. Then you do get this can. Cool design of the can. You can see the can there. You get this weird. This is like, to me, this is like baby Mothra, like the larva version of Mothra. But I do know Jaguar does come with this also. I did see him, but like I said, I didn't grab the package because I wanted to grab this one first. But this is pretty cool. I'm not sure what this is about. I'm pretty sure people who read the comics know about this, and why the Jaguar comes with it. Maybe it's mutable animal, whatever that thing is called. Then you have the cool grave with the grass formation around it. This looks pretty cool. Then you got the swappable hands. You got the closed fist. These are the ones that probably, if you're going to hold the banana and stuff, this will go in there. And then you got two pairs of the grabbing hands. Closed fist. My mistake. And you got two of these. Pretty cool. I like the way the nail is on there. I kind of wish, let me see something. Yeah, all right, it's painted normal. I thought the nail was gonna be black, but they did get the point right there. They get the little loop there, so that's good. I gotta cut my nails. Speaking of nails, I gotta cut my nails. And then you do get a pair of swappable eyes where they look more angry, like if he's looking upward. Let's see how those look real quick. See if this comes out. Oh, yep, perfect. So it just swaps out just like that. You pull it out, and then you can just put them right in. Slide them in just like that. All right, that's pretty cool. So it's good swappable pieces on here. And one thing I forgot to articulate real quick, the mouth. The mouth does articulate also, as you can see. All right, so there's everything that comes with Dreadmon and the figure and all the articulation. Not bad for something I don't know, and cool looking character in my opinion. Let's go and get some size comparison started. There we have Dreadmon staying default pose, and he was, so far, knock on wood, he was able to stand on those hind feet with no problems so far. So let's see if he doesn't fall during the size comparison. So let's go ahead and bring in a figure from the same line, and this is going to be the Neca Last Ronin figure. Now let's go ahead and bring in a Figma figure, and this is going to be the Figma Berserk Guts Black Swordsman. Then let's go ahead and bring in a SH Monster Arts, and this is going to be Godzilla Jr. Now let's go ahead and bring in a Masco figure, and this is going to be the Masco 112 Red Skull. And last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and bring in a 1/6 scale figure, and this is going to be the 1/6 scale Grogu. So there we go. Bunch of figures, different lines, different scales, just so you can see if you decide to pick up Dreadmon and you have any of these other figures in your collection, you can see how he would fit in your collection and in your display. All right, let's go ahead and get the final thoughts and final poses. I wanted to get a pose with that tombstone in there. I know he's not a werewolf type character. He's more of a jackal, or he is a jackal, but you can't help but have that werewolf vibe. And the fact that I want to swap out, or at least try out, those more feral eyes. They were a pain in the butt to get inserted, but once you get them in, they're easy to swap out. Maybe it's just a few leftover paint on mine that had made it a little more difficult. Small QC issue, maybe hopefully on mine, not yours. And I wish the hair, like I said before earlier in the review, I kind of wish the back end of the hair was a little more flat, giving you more leeway to articulate the head upwards more. I would have loved to have gotten him like in an all-four feral type pose, but I was able to get it done with the legs and the arms, but just the head, he was looking straight down towards the floor, and you couldn't see the face. So just wish that was engineered a little bit more different, a little bit better to give you more range of articulation. The mouth does articulate a decent amount, but I wish that top snout kind of moved up a little bit more to kind of get like a more of a like a yelling roar type look going on with him. He's able to hold the pose with the feet so far. I did use the tombstone a little bit to adjust it because I did try the first time around, and as he was rotating, he did fall over. So I can tell that, you know, it may be a little bit issues for certain poses to get him standing on those hind legs. But so far, I mean, for a character I don't know much about, he actually does look pretty cool with that tombstone and that hair. There's Dreadmon sharing his feast with his buddies, Toka and Reza. And look at this. These boys are going to town on that grub. Look at that. They double fisting some of the food, sharing. Sharing is caring, by the way. I enjoy this figure so far with the poses. I did have an issue with the left leg popping out when I try to get this pose right here, but it posed right back into place with no issues at all. So if that happens to you, you want to try to get this pose accomplished, don't worry about it. As long as the peg is still there, you didn't break it, you're good to go. Just pop it right back in. You will hear that pop once you get it in there, and you're good to go. But this character, from me not knowing much about him, he does give off a lot of like emotions and just the characteristics of this character that stick out from him. From me not knowing much about him, delivers the fact that this is an enjoyable figure so far. Makes me want to basically go back and start reading a little bit more about the Archie comics, about the characters, maybe a little bit more Jaguar too before I pick him up. But I'm enjoying it so far. Few issues with the joints still being stiff. I wish the hair was a little bit more flat and you could compose the head, arch it back up, facing upwards a little bit more. But these guys look so damn cool together. I can't wait for Thanksgiving this year to come around. I'm gonna have a special post on Facebook and Instagram, and then all these other places I post social media stuff. And I'm gonna have a Thanksgiving feast with these guys, my Dragon Ball figures with their plates and dishes. And I cannot wait because this is so cool. I'm having fun. I know this is not like a prestige figure or whatnot, but this is just a figure to have fun with. And I'm having that fun. So mission accomplished, Neca. Please continue this line. Like I said, I don't know these characters, so I don't mind picking up characters I don't know. As long as they look cool to me and I can have them fit in with my other turtle figures just like this, I'm happy with that. So this final pose, I kind of wanted just to get the two Archie Comics turtle figures that I do have in my collection so far, and there is Slash, and there is Dreadmon, and I am correct. This guy is a pain to get standing with those hind legs kind of sitting in there flat on the surface. He kept leaning over backwards, forwards. I kind of had to use a tombstone to kind of help stand him up there. He may fall over during this pose as he keeps turning around, but he is a pain to stand. So I was correct from the beginning. So that's going to be an issue going forward if you have looser joints on those ankles. I do like the basket. The basket's cool. The intestines in there. I'm not sure those are intestines, but I'm calling them intestines. I love the design of these characters so far from the Archie line. I'm not sure if they look exactly like this in the Archie comics, but if they did, I might have to go back and read those because Slash is my favorite one of my favorite bad guys. And this Slash right here is one of the best Slash figures I've had in my collection ever. So Dreadmon is easily fitting into that mold, and I seen Jaguar in hand. Oh, I think it's leaning over. And I did see that they do look very comic book cartoon accurate. And they just, I don't know, they just have personality in them. Like just standing there, you can see the personality coming, oozing out those figures. And I'm enjoying them so far. So I'm very, very happy and looking forward to see what's going to come in the future from this line. And hopefully we get other characters that I don't know about so I can learn about and have cool representations of them in my turtle collection. All right, collectors, I hope you enjoyed this review and this pretty cool figure. If you did, please hit that like, subscribe button, click that bell notification, and as always, collectors, keep collecting, stay safe, be good, dale.